Okay, today during math, we're going to be working on counting by ones and tens by using a 100 chart. First, we're going to watch a video.
What are some ways you can count on by tens and ones? Let's find out. What does the chart show?
All right, let's look at this chart. We have part of a 100 chart here. It starts at 1 and it ends at 40. There's a number colored in yellow, and this is where they are going to start counting. The arrows show them their path for counting. So they go from 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. But at the end, they're going down the column instead of continuing on the row. And they're ending at number 33.
The chart shows counting by ones first and then by tens. What number is used to start?
Okay, so what number did they start counting? That's the number that was colored in yellow. Looks like they started counting at number 17.
Counting starts at 17. What numbers are counted from 17? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 33. You counted by ones first. How many ones did you count?
Okay, so they counted by ones first. And the reason that we know that they did that is because they moved along the row. And they just went one space over along the row. So when you're counting along the row, you're counting by ones. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So let's count how many ones they counted. So let's count our arrows. Those are how many ones they counted. 1 arrow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They counted 6 ones.
You counted 6 ones. Then you counted by tens. How many tens did you count?
Okay, so when you're moving along the columns and you're moving down the column, that's counting by tens. So how many arrows did they go down the column? Only 1. So it looks like they counted only 1 10.
You counted 1 10. In all, how many did you count up from 17?
Okay, so this is a harder question. So we need to count the ones, then we need to add 10 onto the end. So we said there were 6 ones. What is 6 and 10? What is 6 plus 10? We were working on that last unit. What is 1 10 and 6 ones? That's right, it's 16.
You counted 6 ones and 1 10. You counted up 16 in all. What number is at the end?
What number is at the end of our counting sequence? We started at 17. What number did we end at? So we counted by ones, then we counted by 10, and where did we end? We ended at number 33.
33 is at the end. What does this chart show?
Here's another chart, and they're still counting from 17 to 33, but they're doing it a little bit differently. Are they counting by ones first or tens first? Let's check. They're starting at 17 and they're going down the column first. If they're going down the column, are they counting by ones or tens? That's right. They're counting by tens. And then they're moving along the row. So it looks like we're counting by tens first, then by ones.
It shows counting by tens first and then by ones. What number is used to start?
Okay, what number did we start at? The number that we started at is the yellow number. We started at number 17.
Counting starts at 17. What numbers are counted from 17? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You counted by tens first. How many tens did you count?
Okay, so we counted by tens first, and we know that because we started by going down the column. How many spaces did we move down the column? How many arrows do you see? I see just one. We moved down 1 10.
You went from 17 to 27. You counted 1 10. Then you counted by ones. How many ones did you count?
Okay, so we counted by 10, and then we started by ones. We can tell because we went down the column for the tens, and now we're going across the rows for the ones. So let's count how many spaces we moved across the rows. Let's count the arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like we moved 6 ones.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You counted 6 ones. In all, how many did you count up from 17?
Okay, so if we have, again, 1 10 and 6 ones, that's like saying 10 plus 6. What's 10 plus 6? That's right, it's 16.
You counted up 16 in all. What number at the end? 33 is at the end. What is the difference between the two charts?
All right, let's look at the two charts. Now, in both charts, we started at 17 and we ended at 33. But did we count the same way in both charts? Let's look at chart number 1. In chart number 1, we started counting by ones and then counted by tens. In chart number 2, we started counting by tens and then counted by ones. So even though we counted the same numbers, we counted each chart a different way.
The way that 16 was counted is different. Did changing the way 16 was counted on change the end number?
Let's look at our end number. Is it the same? The end number is the same. The end number did not change. So even though we counted in two different ways, our beginning number was the same and our end number was the same. So our numbers didn't change.
No, you counted the same number of tens and ones, so you still counted the same amount each time, 16. Both ways end at 33. Now you know how to count on using tens and ones.
Great job. So today, when you do your interactive workbook page, you'll be working on page 663. Please make sure you read the directions at the bottom, because each question will show you what number you need to start on, but then it's going to tell you in the directions how many spaces it wants you to move. And you can decide whether you want to start counting by ones and then count by tens, or if you want to count by tens first and then count by ones. It's up to you. So please make sure that you read the directions at the bottom. If you have any questions or comments or need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to your teacher.